Fans are done waiting. They are ready for some football here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out as a former fifth-rounder from South Carolina. And before that, Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
The one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw, but how special are those throws? How much accuracy, how much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the fifth round. It was some of the ups and downs in college. And when given a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite arm talent.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10.
Rattler.
6-yard line.
Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Blake Grupe to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into these short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Here's a design run. Hurts. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders, and they take him down behind the line. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
9 brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, it's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. Kick is away and really up there trying to pin them deep. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they'll start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it on 3rd and 9. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. So fourth down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup.
16 yards.
And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the
Option play. They give it to Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment.
47-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hurts a chance to run it here. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Now Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's going to work it to the 20. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good one.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles get their first points of this game just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. Oh, put some air under this one, right side. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. He's taken down, but before that offense comes out, they may want to wait a second. We've got a flag down, and it is in the backfield. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
Set, ready. 10 black, ready.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Throwing for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First down throwing for Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
Defense.
So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Great, set. On anyone, hit. No touch.
Timekeeper here for Hurts. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Trimmer. No touch.
From the pistol, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Zone read give here to Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Julian Blackman. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints 21-yard line.
Hurts. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Hurts setting up to throw. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Saints 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, Rattler. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles have it!
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Great, set. And anyone else?
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
And anyone else?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. They'll have a pickup of 3, which is good enough to make it 1st and goal. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
They'll
try again with Barkley. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Saints 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Spencer Rattler sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive.
52, blue. Cut.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Birds got to it.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for second down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Barkley trying this up the gut. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 32-yard line.
Barkley again here on second. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He's stopped a step short of that first down marker.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They go to Barkley again. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner, and that's going to seal this win.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And save for a few moments in that opening quarter, Brock, they pitched a shutout defensively that in the end was the impetus for the victory. They're going to be bummed not to have that goose egg on the board at the end of this one, no doubt, but a performance to be lauded nonetheless. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.